Okay, this is my newest user submitted replay from the user Overkill 56 from the clan Senpai. He's driving his IS-3 Auto, a limited time tank that you could purchase during one of the events. And this was probably one of the coolest replays I've had sent into me so far. Just everything about it was great. The awareness of the player, the situations he was put into, it's just everything was it was a fantastic game nonetheless. So I'm just speeding this up here because watching heavy tanks drive in one direction is always a fun time. So Overkill's going to put himself into the low ground of this area, try to fight it out with whatever contests the corner so that he does not get stuck in this area right here on the corner. I find myself getting stuck there from not contesting this corner, or nobody ends up contesting the corner. Puts a lovely shot into the IS-3 on the enemy team. Fairly decent roll as well. Now, a lot of people don't contest this corner just because you get stuck down here if things don't work out. For instance, too many things on the enemy team head down towards this area, then you can get yourself caught, and then your allies might not come to help. And it is looking like they're going to have a lot of people on that corner. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people just on this corner alone. Well, in this area of the map, I'll say. So this could be difficult for him. Very smart idea there, taking out the low health enemy tank, reducing their numbers and the guns pointing at him. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Not sure whether to put the shot into the AT-15. Tries to put one into the belly of the tank, but ends up hitting the IS-3 tank, or the fucking Egg Panther 2 hull. Now, not really sure where or if he should take the shot on this. He doesn't have a penetration indicator like myself. Luckily his artillery is on point. Gets rid of a dangerous tank and helps him take care of what's going to be dealing with him on this corner. Now, he's got himself in kind of a rough situation here. Exactly what I was saying. You get overwhelmed by the enemies on this corner, and now there's a T-34, Type 64, 2 IS-3s, and so this is a 1v4 situation at this current moment. He does have support from one TD that I don't even think is looking this way, honestly. Now, it looks like the other IS-3 is about to try to flank him, which this does not look like a good situation, but it looks like he does a little bounce and takes off 400 of his own hit points there. He must be ammo racked as well. That shot, I'm almost positive ammo racked that person. Unfortunate shot, does not penetrate the IS-3 auto, but as you can see, this IS-3 that was behind him is yet to shoot him. So that's just my reasoning for thinking that he was ammo racked that whole time. 10-second reload when he started coming up over the top, and getting ammo racked at another 10 seconds. He is getting messed up by this T-64 stuck behind him, and this is not looking good. He's already reduced to 408 hit points, and he's got a T-34 in front of him, and he manages to get this Type 64 in front of him and avoiding the T-34's 400 alpha. Very smart idea here. Now, he is very fortunate that his teammates have been saving him. The T-25-2 back there ended up tracking the Type 64, allowing him to kill the Type 64. And Type 64 not very happy about that. But the T-25-2 that was sitting back there, over there, the dead wreck, ended up getting full health by artillery for saving Overkill's life there. So, very fortunate to have the teammates that he's had so far. Chiri, easy finish. He's got two APCR rounds left. Now it looks like his artillery's not going to fare too well against that T-34 100 on his way down. Finishes off the Tiger P. Tiger P not really paying attention to the corner, probably assuming that Overkill wasn't going to survive on that 1v4 situation. So against all odds, Overkill is still alive, but I mean, the artillery could easily finish him at any second, considering RNG. Now, he's got himself in a Kolobanov situation here, a 1v5, which doesn't happen very often, and usually when it does, the odds are just incredibly against you, or it's just not the right situation, not right tank. For instance, you have a very lightly armored tank that has no chance of bouncing any armor, or you just don't have the proper cover around you, or the enemy just has simply too much HP for you to whittle them down. He finishes off T-34 100, and now it is down to a 1v4. Already racked up 4,500 damage with 7 kills under his belt. And it looks like the HP pool of the enemy is at 2,600, which he does have plenty of rounds to be able to do that amount of damage. So pretty fortunate that he didn't bounce too many shots down south, or in the east, rather. I just like I don't I don't know how the enemy failed as hard as they did in the east in killing him, but he also played his ass off there and had excellent support, which was very fortunate. Eesh, takes a shot from the AMX 5100, putting him down to 105 health. Oh my. That was probably the most dangerous tank he could have faced coming around that corner. And he is so lucky he wasn't any further out. Because if he would have been any further out and got caught, he would have met uncertain death there. Not sure if that's the right way of saying that. Ooh, artillery just fired. Misses him. It is now a 1v2 situation. The Achilles... Oh, he just wasn't in time. Looks like he tried getting around that corner, but he must not have the best ping if he didn't fire right away. But Overkill getting very fortunate that the enemy didn't come in together all at the same time. They probably figured, oh, well, I can do this, and just went in one by one. Now, this is where the T-37 was last spotted, so Overkill decides to take a quick check here. And he gets... These points in the game where you're a one shot for anybody on the field, and you're like, well, I'm a slow ass tank. Do I go after it? Do I go try to drive to the other side, take out the artillery, or do I try to defend the base? So it looks like he's going to try to look around for the T-37. He still has 6 minutes on the clock, so he's got plenty of time to get back to the cap if the T-37 happens to get on the cap, and he has enough time to go to the enemy artillery. So, me personally, I probably would have went for the artillery as well. Not much for sitting around waiting for a game to end. It probably might not have been the best idea to go back to cap, considering the T-37 can outspot him if he has optics or binos or sitting in a bush somewhere. But taking the aggressive way, or not aggressive way, taking a longer path around the outside just to assure that crossing through the middle he doesn't just get flanked by the T-37. This cuts off a lot of directions the 37 can come from. So very smart play there. Allergies. Now, in this situation, if I was the enemy artillery, and it's only yourself and a scout, I would not put myself in a spot that is necessarily in the open. As so. Because unfortunate miss there. So putting in that artillery putting himself where he did, he wasn't in a bush, he wasn't behind a hill, etc. And it just gets himself killed. If he would have been perhaps say over in those low grounds there, then he would have had to drive a lot closer and he would have been spotted a lot faster than he was. Ugh. First time I watched this, I was very excited for him. The fact that he's had such a game, like, so far anyway. Like, how could you pull off that many bounces, and just the luck of the IS-7 that got, or the IS-3 that got behind him, and ammo racked himself coming over that, what do you call it there? Coming over the hill. I mean, or one could assume that he ammo racked himself coming over the hill. I don't know. So he does what any smart person would do, is begin the cap. He only has 3 minutes to look for a T-37, and considering the T-37 can outrun him very easily, it would have been a very poor choice to start chasing him around the map. So maybe an invader medal incoming? I mean, I already know. Ooh. It's risky because 37 can outspot him if he is smart from a few different positions. If he's got like a full camo crew, etc. 24 seconds left. T-37 still not spotted. Sixth sense goes off. All the 37 has to do is, well, reset him, I guess. Auto aims and hits the tracks of the T-37. Dodges the first shot of the T-37. Oh. 37 hits him and bounces, so he gets his 11th kill and captures the base. So he gets the invader medal as well. 100% cap points. After game stats, nets 169,000 credits. Gets the ace tanker, pools medal, Kolobanovs, Spartan medal, steel wall, invader, high caliber, and the top gun for absolutely wrecking the enemy team. Bounces 2,740 damage from the enemy, captures for the full 100%. Traveled quite the distance himself, and he profited 109,000 credits while doing 6,110 damage. A base, I didn't even notice that the first time I looked here. His base experience, 2,079 base experience. That is absolutely ridiculous to be able to go through a game like that. Congrats to you, man. That is an incredible game, and I'm very happy for you. That's phenomenal. The day I have a game like that is going to be probably the best game I've ever had in World of Tanks, but still waiting for that day. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to upload a replay, just post the link into the comment section below or message me personally in World of Tanks, and I'll have a look at your replay and be sure to post it. Anyway, have a great day, guys, and thank you for watching.